Okay, time is up. Please unmute your microphones. Okay. I have finished. Abdurrahman and Muhammad. Guys, why do you mute your microphones?
Sir, every time I come to unmute myself, it says that the host muted me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, same me.
Same as I. Okay, no worries at all. Okay, how far did you go with the idioms here?
I tried missing them.
You've what?
I finished. I finished until number 6.
Okay. This is Abdurrahman or Muhammad?
Abdurrahman.
Abdurrahman, Muhammad. How far did you go with it?
I went like for each one, and I tried to I tried to guess them. Like I tried to give a go.
No. I didn't need you to guess. I needed you to look them up. So
Yeah, I
basically,
couldn't find.
you couldn't find them in the dictionary because they are idioms, and you cannot translate them or
Oh,
find definitions on their own, like every word for its own. This is a definition. These are idioms, so they go as phrases. Hit the books wouldn't be like hitting
okay.
the books with your hands, for example, or your with a stick. Okay. Let's see about
Okay.
what you've guessed. Okay, Yara, tell me about hit the books. What does it mean to hit the books?
I
Yeah,
searched it up.
I'm looking.
It
I'm
says,
asking Yara here.
okay.
So yeah, to study. Excellent job. Thank you very much, Yara. So Yara has looked up to hit the books, and it means to study. So when you hit the books, you don't really hit them with your fist or your kick them in the nuts or anything like that. It's just like study. So is when you say I'll hit the books, the exams are around the corner and I have to hit the books. It means like I have to study, right?
Oh,
What about to hit the sack? Sack is another word for
yeah.
what's the meaning of the word sack? Yeah, bag. I've got it from a friend of mine here. So a sack is another word for bag. And to hit the bag, what does it mean to hit the bag or to hit the sack? Of course, it's not a bag, but yeah.
Go to bed.
Yeah, to sleep. So I'm gonna hit the bag as a sack. Sorry.
Yeah,
No.
good.
It means to go to bed or to sleep, right? To twist someone's arm. If someone is twisting your arm, like what's he trying to do to you?
To get
To betray someone.
to do what you want by making it very difficult for him or her to refuse.
Excellent job, Yara. So someone is trying to force another to do something against their will. For example, my father twisted my arm to study by taking away my PlayStation. So to force someone to do something against their will. Force someone to do something against their will. What's the meaning of the word will?
Oh,
Muhammad and yeah, when you say, for example, I'm going to school tomorrow. Of course, if it's not the pandemic, but if you're saying I'm going to school tomorrow. God willing. God willing. So if God wills it, or if God allows it, this is will. So will is actually what you want to do or what you're willing to do, right? Okay, if something is up in the air, when you say, my plans are still up in the air, I'm not sure if I'll go to
They are
Paris. Yeah.
not
Go.
completed.
Yeah, somehow. This is Abdurrahman, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Muhammad, do you have any idea what's that?
Like someone's like I know what it is, but like I don't know how to say it.
Give it to me in an example, a sentence.
Like
No worries at all.
the
We'll get to that. No worries at all. Muhammad. Yara, do you have any idea what's up in the air? To be up in the air, or something is up in the air?
Not being completely settled or planned.
Wonderful, wonderful. So if something is undecided or you don't have a final decision about something, it's still up in the air. For example, and we'll see more examples later, I'm not sure if I'll spend my vacation in Paris or Rome. So my plans are still up in the air. So this is basically undecided, or the plan is still incomplete, not really fully planned or fully decided. So if something is undecided, it's up in the air. Okay? To stab someone in the back. What does it mean? Actually, we have this, even we have this idiom in Arabic.
To betray someone.
Do something harmful.
To what? What did you say? I'm sorry. I heard this from the young man here. What does it?
To betray someone.
Betray. Excellent. To betray.
Betray someone.
Yeah, you're right. To betray someone. You're absolutely right. To betray someone. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the meanings. So, of course, we discussed this, and we know now that to hit the books means to study. And you can see here the example. Sorry, but I can't watch the game with you tonight. I have to hit the books. I have a huge exam next week. So this is how we use the idiom to hit the books, which literally, of course, you're not hitting the books like literally or physically, but you're just using this idiom to refer to that. Okay?
yeah.
And to hit the sack, as we agreed, it's like to sleep or to go to bed. It's time for me to hit the sack. I'm so tired. You can see it here. It's time for me to hit the sack. I'm so tired. Okay. To twist someone's arm, we agreed that it will be what? You see here? Someone is arm wrestling with the other, and he's twisting his arm somehow. So let's see the conversation here. Muhammad, can you read me this along with Abdurrahman?
Okay. Tom,
No, you
where do
don't
I
say.
read from the start?
No, you don't say Tom. You just start from Tom. Muhammad will be Tom, and Abdurrahman will be Jake.
Okay. Jake, you should really come to the party tonight.
You know I can't. I have to hit the books. Study.
Come on, you have to come. It's going to be so much fun, and there are going to be lots of girls there. Please come.
Pretty girls. Oh, all right. You have twisted my arm. I will come.
Okay, thank you guys. So basically, we have here some kind of application for the idioms in a conversation. So you need to be aware of that, and you need to know how to use them in context like this, right? And your writing can be in your conversations. So basically, idioms are like part of the language. So it's very important to know how to use them, to understand them when you hear them in movies, in songs, in everyday conversations, in the news, etc., etc. So I'll be expecting you to see, to use them in your writing, and also to hear you saying them in your everyday conversations, and of course in your class here. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Let's see about up in the air. If something is up in the air, and Abdurrahman, read me the example here.
Not exactly. Things are still up in the air, and we are not sure if our families can make it on the day we want it. Hopefully, we will know soon, and we will let you know as soon as possible.
Okay, very good. Abdurrahman, basically we stop or we pause. You know, pause is a short stop. We stop at the commas. We don't stop at the middle of the sentence.
Okay.
For example, Muhammad, can you give us a demonstration of how to read this sentence again?
Um, Jen, have you
No.
said
No, here, this
not
sentence.
not exactly. Things are still up in the air, and we're not sure if our families can make it on the day we wanted. Hopefully, we will soon. We will know soon, and we'll let you know as soon as possible.
Okay, we'll hear another demonstration from Myrna. Can you give it a go here, Myrna?
الواحد على قدر المستطاع يحاول
Myrna, you're not concentrating here.
حاضر يا عمو.
She's not paying attention to this. Okay, no problem. So, not exactly. Things are still up in the air, and we're not sure if our families can make it on the day we wanted. Hopefully, we'll soon know. Sorry, we'll know soon, and we'll let you know as soon as possible. Guys, please make sure that you're using your headphones, not loudspeakers, so I wouldn't be hearing myself back. Right?
Okay.
All right. Last but not least is number 5, to stab someone in the back. So let's read the example, and then we'll see if you can give me another example of your own. Yara, read us the example here. It's starting from here. Where is that? Here.
You heard that Sarah stabbed Kate in the back last week? No, I thought they were best friends. What did she do? She told their boss that Kate wasn't interested in a promotion at work, and Sarah got instead.
Got
Wow, that's the ultimate
betrayal.
betrayal. No wonder they are not friends anymore.
Yeah. So we know now the word betrayal or the word betray, and we know the word stabbed, to use a knife to injure someone. But of course, it's not like a physical injury. It's like emotional or like figurative injury. Figurative language, of course, you have to know what is figurative language. We'll talk about that later. Figurative language. So do you have any idea what's a figurative language? What's a metaphor? What's a simile? And what is, for example, let's say metaphor and simile, and okay,
Personification.
personification. Thank you very much for reminding me of that. We'll talk about that later. But here, to stab someone in an imagery, of course. Hyperbole, etc., etc. So to stab someone in the back is kind of imagery, of course, and it's another form of figure of speech. Is an idiom, is a sort of figure of speech, because you don't really stab the person with a knife in their back, but it's an idiom for what?
Betraying someone.
Betraying someone. Exactly. Thank you very much. The session is ending in 10 minutes, so you have to be ready. When the session ends, you have to log in back. All right?
Okay.
All right. So let's take a quick look at the idioms one more time before we move on to a different section of the lesson. So we have hit the books to study. We have hit the sack to sleep. We have twist someone's arms. Someone's arm is to force them to do something against their will. And if something is up in the air, or a plan is up in the air, it's still not fully decided yet. And if we have to stab someone in the back, is to betray this person. Okay? So these idioms should be studied by heart, should be learned very well, and they should see it applied in your writing. Okay, and every session will have a few more. Okay, moving on to our next section of the lesson, which is grammar. And basically, this is an exercise. It's not really a lesson. We're not starting with the lesson yet. We're gonna have a quick look at this. I'd like you to take a look at the first 10 questions here. These are like 6 and these are 4. And I'd like you to jot down in your cupbooks the letter for the answer, and then we'll discuss them together in 3 minutes. So you have 3 minutes to answer these 10 questions quickly, very, very quickly, please. We're
Me too.
finished.
I have finished.
So did I. Not me too. So did I. So I have finished, and so did I. Okay, let's see here, guys. Number one, and this one is coming from. Let's see. Let's start with Muhammad Said. This is based on present and past question. Yeah.
I put A. So at first I didn't like my job, but I'm beginning to enjoy it now.
Excellent. So you see the keyword now is a reference for present continuous, something happening now. Oh, sorry. So you see the word now, and you right away figure out that it's something happening currently, and it's present continuous, of course. Thank you very much, Muhammad, for that. Number 2 is coming from Yara.
I don't understand this sentence. What does this word mean?
Excellent, excellent job. What does this word mean? So here, B is the right answer. Next one, Abdurrahman Hazim. Oh, sure. I don't know actually why you're muted in the first place. Okay, you can speak now.
C.
C, can you read it, please? Don't give me the answer like this.
Okay. Robert is going usually goes usually away 2 or 3 times a year. C.
C. Robert usually goes. You just give me the answer in a sentence, okay? So Robert usually goes away 2 or 3 times a year. Okay, so why did we use usually and goes, not is going usually or is usually going? Because actually usually is a keyword for what? For present simple, which is about something happening as a habit or okay, welcome back everyone. I was still expecting a few people to come. Okay, so let's see here. We've been at number 4, and this one was supposed to be coming from Abdurrahman Hussein. He's not here already. Is he with us here? No. Let me admit. Okay. Maybe Yara can give us this one. Yara, give us number 4, please.
How are you feeling now? Better than before?
How are you feeling now? Again, the keyword is now, so it is about something happening right now at the moment, and this would be using present continuous. How are you feeling now? Which is this one. Right. Next one is coming from Muhammad again. Muhammad is not around yet. Okay, he's joining in. Muhammad, go ahead. It's your turn. We're waiting for you to give it this one. Number 5, Muhammad.
Number 5. It was boring. It was a boring weekend. I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything because actually it's about something happened in the past. It was a boring weekend, which has finished already, and I didn't do anything during the weekend. Matt is coming from Abdurrahman Naidil.
Matt, while we were having dinner. Matt was phoning.
Matt, while we were having dinner.
The answer is B. Matt was phoning.
Okay, this is actually not the right answer.
Had phoned.
This is actually phoned. Basically, why phone not was phoning or has phoned? Because here, these are two different actions happened in the past. One was taking longer than the other. So while we were having our dinner, this is our eating. We're eating here. We were eating here, okay? And then he interrupted our food, our dinner, by his call. So he phoned. We were eating. Because the eating was taking longer time than the phone, which has interrupted the first one. So we're using the past simple in it, right? So Matt phoned while we were having our dinner. Okay? Okay, guys?
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. And next one is coming from, let's see here, who's around. Abdurrahman Hazim. 2.1.
James is on holiday. He is gone to Italy.
He has gone to Italy. Okay, so he is on holiday. So on holiday means right now he is on holiday. So can we use has been? And what's the difference between has been and has gone? Do you have any idea, Yara? What's the difference between has been and has gone?
Has gone that he is in he were in Italy, and has been he's going to Italy.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said. So can you elaborate more? Can you explain more? By the way, you need to add to your vocabulary the word elaborate to explain it furtherly. Elaborate means to what? To explain more. So when I ask you about something and you answer something, but I didn't really understand what you said. So I would ask you to elaborate, which is like to explain it furtherly. Okay. So when you can you elaborate, please, Yara? Can you tell me what's the difference between has gone and has been? When I say, for example, I have been to Italy, and also I can say my friend has gone to Italy. So what's the difference between these two sentences? Why did I use with myself has been and with my friend has gone? Okay, I'll tell you that. When I say has gone, it means that he went there.
And came back.
No, and didn't come back yet. Okay, so has gone means went and didn't come back. But has been means he went and came back. So now, which one we're using here?
Has been.
He is on a
Has
holiday.
gone.
He is still there. He's still on holiday, Yara. He hasn't come back yet.
Is gone.
He's gone, exactly. Thank you very much. So of course he has gone. Of course his gone is wrong. He has gone. The right answer is has gone. Okay, next one. Everything is going well. Whose turn is this? This is Muhammad Said, 2.2.
Yeah, everything is going well. We didn't have any problems so far. A.
So everything is going well. We didn't
We
have
don't.
any.
I don't. It's A or B. I don't.
You're not sure. Let's read it together. Everything is going well. So is going well. But he's talking about something that has.
I think it's not had.
Is what?
Haven't had. See.
Haven't had?
Yes.
Actually, yes. You can say we haven't had any problems so far. I agree with that. Thank you very much, Yar. Why didn't have? Because actually they haven't finished their trip yet, or their project, or whatever they're doing. And don't have is not about the present only, it's about something happened in the past and still going. Okay, 2.3 is coming from Abdurrahman Hazim.
Okay. Sarah has lost her passport again. It is the second time this is the second time has happened. A.
Okay. Do you agree with that, Yara and Muhammad?
No.
Okay. So what shall we choose then?
A. It's the second time that this has happened. Second time this.
Yara?
Maybe D.
Is happening. D.
Okay, let's read together again and we'll see about that. Sarah has lost her passport again, all right? So this something happened in the past and its effect is still coming because actually she didn't find it yet, right? It's the second time this, okay, it happened before and it's repeated again. So when we're talking about repetition or a sort of a habit, what do we use? Repetition or a habit? No. It's happening if it's happening right now. Is she losing her passport now? Or she has lost it twice before and it's like doing it every day?
Happened. See?
Happens.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. When you see something that is almost repeated, okay, we use present simple. Of course, we'll have a review on that, on the tenses together. No worries at all. These are basic tenses. You have to know them by heart, by the way. You had to study your grammar regularly. And of course, the basic tenses like present simple, present continuous, and past, etc., etc. All these tenses are very important. You cannot really manage to write complete good sentences without knowing them by heart. Okay, let's see the 2.4, and it's coming from, let's see here. Why don't you use your, actually, there is a hand, raising hands here, I guess. You have this option? No. Okay, no worries. I'll choose Yara again. You're out of breath. Something.
Have you run?
Have you run? Means that, no, actually it's not that. It literally means that it's asking like, this person if in the past, whenever in the past, we don't know, he had some kind of an exercise in the past, not necessarily right before the talking. And we're not talking here about
See?
Have you been running? Exactly. Why have you been running? Because basically, we're talking about the time right before the conversation here. So you're out of breath. Have you been running? Like, have you been running right before we talk? So actually, have you been running is the right answer for this one. Thank you very much, Abdurrahman, yes?
Yes.
Alrighty, next one. And this one is coming from Muhammad.
Where's the book? Where's the book I gave you? What have you done with it?
What have you done with it? Okay, now you're following your sense of language, which is a great sense of language, of course, you have there, Muhammad. Thank you very much for that. So sometimes you can, if you're not sure, you just follow your sense, you follow your intuition. Intuition is another word that you need to add to your dictionary. Sorry. Intuition is another word that you need to add to your dictionary, which is your sixth sense, if you know what does it mean. Okay, so your sixth sense or your intuition is your gut feeling or your gut's feeling.
Five senses are six.
This is the sixth, yeah. Gut feeling is an idiom. Sorry. gut feeling is something that you feel, but you don't really have a proof for it. So, for example, I tell you, what do you think about this new student in the class? And you say, oh, I guess he's not a really nice person. This is my gut feeling. I feel in my heart that he's not a nice person, although I didn't really deal with him before, or I didn't really see anything bad coming from him, but I feel that this is my gut feeling or my intuition. You know the word hads in Arabic? Hads. الحاسة
Yeah.
الحاسة السادسة.
هو الحسد.
لا مش الحسد، لا 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 مش حسد. الحدس, to feel something but you don't know actually why you're feeling that. For example, I feel that there is something good gonna happen today. Something good is gonna happen today, like, and it happens. So this is actually my intuition. It's like guessing. Okay, just another way for guessing, but it's a good way of doing that. Okay, let's see here. 2.6 is coming from Abdurrahman Hazim.
Okay. Have you known each other for a long time? Yes, since we were at school. B.
Excellent. So here we're talking about something that started in the past since we were at school. Of course, we're not at school now. We're adults, and we're talking about something happened in the past. Okay? So something started in the past and still running up till now is present perfect. Have you known? Okay, have you known each other for a long time? Yes, since we were at school. So they're not at school anymore. They are grown-ups or they are at university, whatever. And they are talking about what happened or how did they meet or when did they meet or know each other. Sally has been working here for 6 months or since 6 months or 6 months ago. And this one is coming from Muhammad.
Sally has been working here for 6 months.
Excellent. Again, Muhammad is following his sense of language, which is great, but you shouldn't be depending on that when it comes to your exams, because actually sometimes the colloquial or the common language we use on the street every day is not exactly the same as the grammar we have to follow, right? So here we have the present perfect continuous, has been working, which is present simple, present perfect, and it's continuous because we have ing. So if it's present perfect, we have to use for or since, but because when to use for and when to use since, do you have any idea? Can you tweak this sentence to have since instead of for?
Sin.
Yes, Muhammad, go ahead. Abdurrahman, sorry.
Okay.
Since is like something that is already done. Like she's not doing it anymore.
Not exactly.
And for is
not exactly. No. Muhammad, do you have any idea? Okay, Yara. That's fine. Yara?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what's the difference between for and since? How to use for and how to use since? Not sure. Okay, which months are we on now? I'm sorry, which months are we in now?
5. May.
We're in May. Okay, so Sally has been working here for 6 months. Yeah? So Sally has been working here since when exactly? Since December 2019. So when you see since, you have to use what?
Date.
A date. Excellent, Yar. So if you see since, you have to expect a date. If you see for, you have to expect what? A duration. Okay? Got it?
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful job, guys. Thank you very much. We're moving on to our homework and our writing section. So let's take a look at your writings quickly. Yara's writing about Al-Zubara. Okay, it has an interesting piece of writing here. Thank you very much for your effort, Yara. Although I didn't really understand why did you say I couldn't understand describing places. Anyways, let's read about that and see how interesting this place is. Azubara is a ruined and ancient fort located on the north. Okay. Located on the northwest western coast of Qatar. It is super interesting and must have the tourists' attention. Full stop here, not a comma. Of course, this would be capitalized. It contains the most beautiful beach in Qatar, and it is one of the heritage places. Heritage places in Qatar is another way of saying historical sites. Yes, historical sites, because actually heritage is fine, but it wouldn't go with place. Okay, a place each one should visit. Instead of each, we can say every one. Okay. In Azubara, comma, you can see many interesting things. It has the most impressive, and double S here, city wall or city mall.
City wall.
Okay, the most impressive city wall, ancient residential palaces, and comma here, and houses. As long as you've said and, you cannot say comma markets. You can.
No, palaces and houses is together.
Palaces and houses.
Yes.
Okay. Ancient residential palaces and houses. Also, or additionally, you can see markets, or there are markets, industrial with an A here, industrial areas, and mosques. Okay. All of these things and more, right? In Azawara, ladies can do henna. Okay. Eat from the food stalls. Okay. Also, ladies would be eating only, not men, not children.
No, I'm saying only about henna.
Oh, okay. So in Azawara, ladies can do henna, and people can eat from food stalls and do no participate, not do. Okay, do is fine. Make handcrafts. Yeah, participate in handcrafts or make handcrafts. And you, okay, you here is wrong. Okay, because you're talking about people generally, not necessarily a certain person. So it's not right to use the second person here, which is you. And visitors can even ride camels, right? Of course, they wouldn't be riding a camel. Azubara was one of the what? Fortified?
Fortified.
What does it mean? Fortified, maybe. Fortified means a town. Sorry, it's like any place that has a shield around it. Fort is like another word for castle. So it's enforced. Fort means a strong place or stronghold. So a fortified place is something that is very strong or it has strong walls. That's why I mentioned it has walls around it, okay? It has impressive city walls. So a fortified trading towns around the coast in Qatar. Al-Zawara was a thriving pearl fishing and trading port. Ah, wonderful. Thriving is a very, very good word. Thriving means what, Yara? Do you have any idea? Who has the definition for the word thriving? Yara, did you say anything?
It means like glowing.
Okay. Increasing, thriving means developing, means nourishing, means getting bigger. So to thrive means to develop or to nourish or to get bigger. So the word is nourish or develop. Pearl fishing. When the divers go down the sea and try to get the shells that contain pearls, this is called pearl fishing, right? And trading port, of course, it's a seaport, so people can use it for commercial trading, right? Al-Sheikh Abdullah bin Qasim built the fort in 1983, all right? 1938, sorry. Azwara is a very well maintained fort, and the mini museum is the museum. The picture is very blurry. The mini museum inside will give you an idea about the history and the significance of this area, It is one of the greatest Qatari historical landmarks. Amazing building and architecture. Then actually this part is not really fitting here. It doesn't really make sense because it's not a complete sentence. Amazing building and architecture, but where's the sentence here? These are like just in like phrases, like just a noun and an adjective, which is not really anything. So I needed to put it in a sentence here. I recommend any. The recommendation should be in the conclusion, not in the body paragraphs. So I recommend everyone. So this can be like part of the conclusion. So we start this from here. I recommend anybody. What's this? Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. everybody to visit the place. Don't forget to visit Al-Zuwara, the museum, and the famous landmark. Enjoy the heritage and learn more about, yeah. Don't forget to visit Al-Zuwara, the museum, and the famous landmark. Enjoy the heritage and learn more about Qatar and Al-Zuwara. What are you waiting for? Right?
Yes.
Okay, very good writing, Yara. Thank you very much for the effort here. I really appreciate it. And let's see here if we're gonna assess that and evaluate your writing here. I would give it a very good mark. Your mistakes are very minor, just punctuational mistakes, which are like, yeah, not very huge, some grammatical, but overall it's very fine. I really liked your writing here. And if we're gonna talk about the content out of 10, so you'll get an 8. And when it comes to language, out of 9, you'll get a 6. So overall, you'll be getting, out of 19, you'll be getting 14, which is a very good mark. It's like very close to a, it's a B plus. Right? And let's see about Abdurrahman's writing here about a place. You needed to use a title. It's not really
Yeah,
like,
I forgot.
no worries at all, that's fine. We're gonna read that together and we'll see about your writing here. Located on the northwest coast of Turkey, Istanbul is one of the largest cities in the country with many natural sites, seaside resorts, a seaside resort or seaside resorts. So you add an S here, and historic buildings which make it the ideal place for an exciting holiday. With its worth visiting attractions, Istanbul is a place where both young and old can have fun. Hagia Sophia is one of the most visited museums in the country. It was built in AD 537 as a church. Okay, it was built. So this is in the past. So it should also be in the past as well, became a mosque, and today a museum. It was designed
Oh,
with,
sorry.
with maybe with
No.
with
It
a large
was,
dome.
oh yeah, it was.
It was designed with a large dome. As for the younger tourists, there is Marina Aqua Park, Waterland, a huge water park, okay, and there is also Vialand, a massive theme park. Wonderful. I love this one. There are a lot of places. There are a lot of places to go shopping in Istanbul. Okay. There are a lot of places for shopping. For shopping in Istanbul, you can go shopping in many places in Istanbul, or there are a lot of places for shopping in Istanbul. The city is full of modern malls, antique shops, and bazaars. Very good. I love that you have, borrowed some ideas from the model writing we had last week. So I really appreciate that. One of the most famous bazaars is the Spice Bazaar, okay, which is also known as the Egyptian Bazaar. Istanbul nightlife is full of excitement. You should have added this to this one. Shopping and nightlife together, right? You mentioned about things to do and see. Okay, back to our structure for the main body. So this is about things to do and see. Yeah?
Yeah.
And this one, it should be only one for shopping and nightlife. It's fine if you divide them into two, but it's not really necessary. Like this one is very short. Like your paragraphs should be balanced. You see here, how many sentences do you have? You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. Except it's like only one sentence. This is actually a problem. It's not really the best way to start your paragraph, your article. This is a stringy sentence. A stringy sentence means like the sentence is not divided in the paragraph is not divided into sentences. It's just one long sentence. So located in northwest of Turkey, Istanbul is one of the largest cities in the country. Okay, that's enough. Istanbul has it has many natural sites, seaside resorts, and historical buildings. Okay, which makes it the ideal place for an exciting holiday. Okay, so now we have two sentences. This is like acceptable. The introduction should be like 3 to 4 sentences. Okay, we start with a topic sentence or a hook. The hook, which is like the way you attract your or you hook your audience, your readers. So a hook should be an interesting sentence. It can be one of these. We can use a quotation, we can use a rhetorical question, we can use a shocking fact. There are many ways of starting your article, but it should show what are you talking about. So we're talking about Istanbul here, and this is very clear. And then you're giving more details about that, and you end the paragraph with a thesis statement. We'll talk about that in details. Who knows what's a thesis statement? Okay, thesis statement is a sentence that summarizes the main ideas in the article, in the whole article. Okay, Mohammed?
Yeah.
Abdurrahman?
Yeah.
So I can see here, it has many natural sites. So you're going to talk about natural sites, seaside resorts, historical buildings or historic buildings, and an ideal place for holiday, for an exciting holiday. So this is actually perfect thesis statement. Thank you very much for that. And your main body first paragraph was great about things to see and do, which is very fine. And the second paragraph was about shopping. But you see here, it's only like two sentences here. And this one is like 2 or 3. Istanbul nightlife is full of excitement in the city. You need to remember that after introductory phrases or prepositional phrases in the beginning of a sentence, you should put a comma. There is a lot of music, dance clubs, and bars. In Istanbul, again, comma, you can taste and smell the wonderful and delicious Turkish cuisines. If it's cuisine for one country, it's one cuisine, right? That is full. That's what? No. Turkish traditional food, or traditional street food, not cuisine. The street food is not the same as the traditional cuisine. Okay, the traditional cuisine, you have to go for some big restaurant like the one, what is it called? Medina restaurant, the Burak one, or Nosrat restaurant, whatever. But this is like this traditional food, the food, or the Turkish cuisine. But if you talk about street food, this would be Turkish street food. Okay, so maybe you can remove this. And actually, the verb from full is fill, that fills the street. Okay, I'll keep this as much as possible. So maybe we can just fix this part. So I'll remove cuisines, and you can say that fills. And so instead of full, it's fills. The verb is fills. The streets. Turkish street food that fills the street. Turkish, okay, food stands, for example, food stalls or food stands. Okay, that fills the streets there. Okay, so just you needed to add or to merge these two paragraphs together. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see about the introduction. In short, you don't need. In short, actually, it's informal. You can say in conclusion. Istanbul is the ideal place for young and old people. It is the place where you can go, where you can get a perfect holiday. Okay, that's great. I liked your article here, Abdurrahman. It's quite comprehensive with very good details. You're including facts about the place. You're including about things to see, things to do, and the structure is very good. So for that, for the content, you'll get out of 10, you'll get a 9. Maybe you'll get an 8. I'm not sure. Yeah, a 9 is fine. But actually for the language, so this is a content. But for the language, I guess you'll get a bit less. So you'll be getting 5 out of 9, which is okay for now, but you need to work on that. So for the content, I really liked it. So you covered most of the important aspects, so you're getting 9. And for the language, so the total would be out of 19, you'll be getting 14. Okay, which is a good mark for now. Okay, but I need bird next time. The punctuation marks, the commas, you need to work on that. And of course, the grammatical mistakes, you need to pay attention to that as well. Okay, last but not least is Muhammad. And this one is about Four Seasons. Four Seasons is a hotel, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so actually the S here should be capitalized, so like this. And actually I can barely see what's that, but you need to work your handwriting a little bit, Muhammad. Four Seasons. Okay. It's not Four Seasons, it's Four Seasons. Okay. And should be capital S because actually it's a proper noun. Is a resort on the northeast. Okay. If it's on and it's coast, Northeast coast of Africa.
Oh,
Yes, if it's in the northeast of Africa, maybe. Located in Sharm el-Sheikh, okay. In Egypt, and Egypt is also capitalized. And Sharm is also capitalized. Okay, Sharm el-Sheikh. Full stop here. This is a new sentence. So it's, and it's better to use it is, not no contractions in articles, especially in one like this one. It's about, it's written for a tourist magazine or a newspaper or something like that. So it has to be formal or semi-formal. It is charming seaside resort, and the what? The suitable location for, and a suitable, not the suitable. A suitable, because we're not talking about a specific suitable place, but it's just a suitable place or a suitable location for a fun, astonishing holiday. Okay, very good. 4 seasons. Resort contains many hotels. Not contains, like includes. Many hotels with spectacular things in each. In each
one, cause when I was scanning, like part of the paper
Okay.
was cut.
No worries though. In each one. In many hotels with spectacular things in each one. Okay. First, you can go on a boat or a submarine trip to go and explore the, just to explore. To explore the marine life. Full stop. For example, comma, or colon. Fishes or what?
Yeah,
Fishes like this. We're talking about
Oh.
different species, or fish, generally. Fish, islands, and many astonishing artifacts. Underwater. Okay. There you can also play many sports, as the beach
contains
many
many courts.
Beach has many courts, like basketball, football, volleyball, and handball. Okay. The resort is usually famous for what?
Usually famous
For its spectacular high-tech water slides. High-tech is about something to do with computers and stuff like that, not mechanism. Is famous for, you don't need usually. It's famous for its spectacular, thrilling. For example, you don't need to use anything about thrilling water slides with massive swimming pools
exceeding
2 kilometers. Okay. There are many types of water slides over there. Firstly, the water slides which goes in the fixed direction. Okay. Where you can face your family or friends. Yeah?
Yeah.
Secondly, you have the the water slides, which goes which goes full speed down and then no. Either and or then.
Okay.
Then takes what? Takes you up to the tall what? Tall heights?
Yeah, tall heights.
No, either tall or heights. They are almost synonyms, like tall thing and high thing. Okay. Tall heights is yeah, tall heights. Yeah, heights here is not referring to something tall. It's like about the highlands in the resort. Yeah.
Yeah.
And back down. How come? Like, okay. Finally, you have water slides. What?
Which
goes down. Which goes down in a straight line. This one is the most terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying water slide you would ever ride in this resort. There are several several more water slides, but these are the main ones. I liked the details, but basically you focused on water slides. You didn't focus on the resort. You need to give me more details. There must be some other things to do other than the water slides there. But anyways, we'll move on and see about nightlife there. The nightlife in in Four Seasons Resort is amazing.
Yeah.
There are many magic shows that take place in the middle of the night. In addition to that, you can watch a movie, or play video games in your cozy 5-star hotel rooms. 5-star hotel room.
Yeah.
The amazing fashionable restaurants are one of the best places in the resort. Okay, it's professional, and the chefs, I don't know actually if it's spelled correctly. Chefs is like this. Chefs, what?
There.
Okay. The chefs there make unbelievably tasty, mouth-watering food. Okay, I love the idioms, the expressions. Yeah. Four Seasons is a rich resort that can offer everyone
with happiness and excitement.
No, offer everyone happiness and what? Excitement? Excitement,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Till the end of the day. Whether you want to spend your time in the aquarium,
yeah,
beach,
yeah,
or simply
relaxing
in your simply relaxing in your cozy room, Four Seasons is an ideal choice for a few days away from home. Wonderful, wonderful, Mohammed. Okay, I think that you exceeded the the limit for the slides part, somehow elaborated more than you should when it came to the slides one. But overall, I really liked it. You need to work on your punctuation. You have to proofread what you wrote. So after you finish writing, you have to take a look at that again. Make sure that you didn't forget anything. You didn't forget some spelling mistakes, about punctuation, grammatical minor errors. And overall, if we're talking about content and language, so for the content, I really liked it, except for the part about the slides. So out of 10, you will get an 8. And for language, out of 9, you'll get a 5. Actually, should be less than that. Fine. So overall, you'll be getting 13 out of 19, which is okay, but you can easily do better, especially with such amazing expressions you're using, amazing high-end vocabulary. So it would be a waste to lose such marks for such silly mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So now let's get back to describing places exercise. I'm not sure actually, Muhammad. Sorry, Abdurrahman. You didn't send me the answer for this one, did you?
No, I didn't. I thought you only should send the writing.
Why did I send you this then? Anyways, let's continue with this one. We had some exercises here. Actually, you needed to answer the exercises here so you can follow them as an example for your writing, as in describing places or buildings. So underline the topic sentences in the main body. So here, Muhammad, can you give me the topic sentence for the first body paragraph?
I thought we were supposed to start from question 6.
No worries at all. Yara, can you tell me about that? Can you help me here? A topic sentence is the first sentence of the paragraph that is telling you exactly what's the paragraph would be about. So here, in our case, we have this sentence. I'm sorry. I don't know why actually it's showing here. So this sentence. Let's delete this one. So actually, Brighton has several tourist attractions. So this is actually the until here. Brighton has several tourist attractions which are worth visiting. So until here, this is the topic sentence, and it's gonna talk about what? About the tourist attractions in Brighton. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the first topic sentence for the first body paragraph. And Abdurrahman Hazim, can you tell me about the second body paragraph? Sorry, the second topic sentence in the second body paragraph.
Can you go?
Yes, sure.
The first sentence. There are plenty of places to go shopping in Brighton.
Of course. There are plenty of places to go shopping in Brighton. So basically it's here. So basically in this paragraph will be about what? About shopping. And nightlife would be the third paragraph. So so the nightlife. Actually, they followed the same structure that you followed, Abdurrahman, actually. So I assume that it would be fine. But for the IG, And for the standard tests, generally, it's better to have your paragraphs balanced. Like here, you see this paragraph here? How many lines we have here? Like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the second paragraph, and the second body paragraph, and third would be almost the same. So they should be balanced. So if you can put them the same, it's fine. If not, it would be better if they are close in size, right? Like here it's 7, it should be around 6 here or around 5 here. So they wouldn't be like a huge difference in the size of each paragraph. Okay? Okay. C, read the article in 5A again and match the adjectives in bold with their opposites in the list below. So we have here some adjectives in bold letters, and we need to match them with their opposites here. So for example, the word unknown. Unknown is actually the opposite of what?
Famous.
Famous, of course. Famous or is it famous or popular? Let's see about that. Where is famous here? We don't have famous, we have popular only.
No, here is it. The first paragraph.
The first
Second
paragraph.
one.
No, second. I mean second.
Second paragraph. Oh, yes, actually famous. Okay, so famous is fine. Yes. So famous is actually the opposite of unknown. Local is the opposite of what? International, of course. And wide.
Narrow.
Yara. Narrow. Next one, Yara. Old-fashioned. Yara, where'd you go? Yara, there? You're not paying attention, Yara. I'm not happy with that. Actually, starting from next time, guys, I'll be seeing you. I'll be having you on the screen here on video, so I can see that everyone is paying attention and everyone is attentive. Yara, tell me about this one. What's the opposite of old-fashioned from the passage? Muhammad?
Old-fashioned. Can you go up?
Yes, sure.
Modern. In the third paragraph.
Yes, correct. So here we have the word modern, which is another word, oh, sorry, the opposite of old-fashioned. Next one is coming from Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman, the opposite of ugly.
Okay. Charmful.
Charming, not charmful.
Charming, yeah.
Charming or beautiful. Actually, if you have beautiful, it would be better. I guess we have beautiful. Yeah, we have beautiful here. So beautiful can be the opposite of ugly. Boring.
Exciting.
Exciting, yeah, Yara, and please concentrate. Unattractive.
Beautiful.
Which was
second paragraph.
We used beautiful already.
So
it's charming.
Charming.
Okay, unpopular.
Popular.
Popular, of course. And hectic means tiring or exhausting.
Peaceful.
Peaceful. It's only on the left, actually. So it's peaceful. All right. Okay, let's move on. Using the senses. Actually, when you describe anything, you have to know what is it and how do you know about things. We use our senses. You see how many senses do we have? Yara told me earlier that we have only how many?
5.
5 only. Are you sure? Maybe some people have more. Some people have 7. Some others have 8. I'm just kidding, of course. Everyone has only 5. And sometimes people say, I guessed it using my 6th sense. Like I have 5, but it's something I felt in my heart. It's not really like I've seen it or I hear it or taste it or feel it, whatever. So it's something inside my heart. This is actually, they call it the 6th sense, which is like something that is not exactly real, but it's like not a fact. To give the reader more vivid picture of the place or building, you are describing. So describing using what? Your 5 senses. You can refer to the senses that is sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Right? So these are your 5 senses. I'm sorry. Visitors can dine watching the moon rise over the mountains. So this is actually something they see. So it's about sight. So again, let's read the sentence. Visitors can dine watching the moon rise over the mountains. Okay. The next one. You can hear the sound of church bells ringing. So it's something to do with what? Hearing. It's
Hearing, yeah.
to hear. You're watching here, something to do with seeing. You're here, something to do with hearing. I remember the Far East with the aromas. What's the meaning of the word aroma?
I
Smell.
don't know.
The
Okay.
aroma of exotic herbs and spices. So the smell of herbs and spices. What's the meaning of herb or herb? Both of them are correct, by the way. Herb, like, you know, basil. You know what's basil? You know, mint, like,
Oh,
yeah,
Oh,
these are herbs
yeah.
or herbs. Mint, basil, anise. What else? Maybe like, yeah, basically these are the most famous ones. These are herbs. And we usually take herbs as tea, like anise, hibiscus. You know what's hibiscus? It's a reddish plant or herb that you make as a tea. Do you know it? Hibiscus?
no.
No.
Okay. I'm not sure if you drink it, but usually you drink it warm or hot or cold. And it's a red drink.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know it.
What's this in Arabic?
We call it red tea. I mean,
No, we
شاي
don't call it.
أحمر.
No, it's not tea. It's not exactly tea. It's like we any herb we boil in water, we call it tea. But it's not like tea. It's something else. You can drink it
I
cold as well. It's a
I know
red
what
drink.
it is, but I don't know its name in Arabic.
Okay. Yara, do you have any idea what's that? Hibiscus?
Karkade.
Yes. Hibiscus, kakade. Do you know it, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know it.
Okay, hibiscus. And anise?
No.
It means to forget in Arabic. No, yeah, to forget. They forget. It's a riddle. It's like a riddle. What does it mean to forget if they forget in Arabic?
Yansun.
Yeah, it's very smart. She's on fire tonight. Okay, yes. Anise and hibiscus are 2 different herbs. Okay, spices, of course, you know, like chili pepper, like black
Yeah.
pepper, stuff like that. So the Far East, like India and China, and these places are famous for their aromas of exotic herbs or herbs and spices. When you go to India, everywhere you go, you see colorful spices and colorful herbs everywhere, in every shop. Enjoy a cup of freshly ground Italian coffee. So it's something you're gonna enjoy as you're
Yes.
gonna drink it. So it's a coffee. Of course, you can smell it. You can say, enjoy the aroma of the freshly ground Italian coffee, or you can say, enjoy a cup of coffee. Enjoy a cup of freshly ground Italian coffee. And remember, guys, we're using here high-end what? Adjectives. Freshly ground, Italian. So these are Italian, of course, is not like high-end, but it's an interesting adjective. So you have to give details. The more you give details, the more interesting the writing would be. All right, relax in soothing warm waters. So soothing and warm. This is something you don't really taste, you don't really eat, you don't really hear or see. It's something that you feel on your skin. So it's something to do with the touch, right? Of Roman baths. Okay, so let's see here. Match the pictures A to C with the sentences 1 to 3. So we have here 3 pictures and we have 3 sentences. Stroll. Stroll is another word for what?
Walk
Walk.
down.
Walk, yes. Walk down the path and hear the relaxing sounds of the leaves rustling. So it's about a path.
See.
And yeah, so it's, of course, it's sea. And this might be in Canada. Canada is very famous for the colorful fall or colorful autumn season.
Yeah, sir. I think for question 1 it's B, because if you look at 3 it mentions autumn leaves, so I think 3 is C.
We'll see about that.
Okay.
We'll see about that. Sit outside one of the many charming cafes in the port and smell the fresh sea air. So it's a port. It's about a coastal city. So it would be, huh?
A.
A. And let's see number 3. Enjoy the peaceful walk through the forest and admire the unique colors of autumn. I guess this is C.
C.
And like sounds of leaves rustling. This can be B. I'm not sure actually. It doesn't really look like B, but yeah, whatever. Both of them can be B, by the way. It can be C. It's not necessarily like it has to be B. Can be both of them. Can be C. Like B doesn't really look like any of these.
Yeah.
Anyways, linking structures. It's very important when you write your article to have it connected together. This is called cohesion. Cohesion is actually connecting or sticking ideas together. You should visit the old part of the city. It is full of ancient temples. Or you can say, you should visit the old part of the city, which, you see here, comma, and which is full of ancient temples. Actually, the session is ending. I'll read this part quickly, and we will continue on. I'm not sure actually we'll have the chance to meet on Sunday, because actually it will be the first day of Eid. But yeah, but I'll see about that. And I'll add you, the 3 of you actually, to a group, to a WhatsApp group, so we can discuss if we can meet a bit earlier or a bit later before Sunday, before or after Sunday. So if we get disconnected now, I will connect again, okay? And we will talk about this part quickly, and then we can end the session. Okay. Right. So let's see here. Young children will enjoy. Continue here, guys. You're back here, yeah?
Yeah.
Very good. Young children will enjoy the local fun fair. They can go on exciting rides and eat tasty toffee apples there. You see here, we have 2 separate sentences. We can connect them together by saying, young children will enjoy the local fun fair where they can go on exciting rides and eat tasty toffee apples. So instead of having them as two separate sentences, we have them connected here using the relative pronoun where. Okay. A third one. Charlie's Lobster House is one of the most popular restaurants in the area. It has delicious lobster dishes. Or you can say it in a different way or most advanced way using advanced sentences like this one is a complex sentence. With its delicious lobster dishes, Charlie's Lobster House is one of the most popular restaurants in the area. Actually, it's a simple sentence, but it's like a bit complicated or a bit, advanced, sophisticated one. With its delicious lobster dishes, Charlie's Lobster House is one of the most popular restaurants in the area. So actually, this structure is very, very good. You can, guys, use this one in your writing, and this will grant you at least a couple of marks higher when it comes to the language section, right?
Yeah.
Let's see the fourth one here. Renega Airport is on the east coast. You see here when you say on, it has to be coast. On the east coast of the island, it is one of the most modern airports in the country. Or you can just connect these two sentences together by saying situated or located on the east coast of the island. Renega Airport is one of the most modern airports in the country. Use your headphones, please. Okay, so let's see. According to this, I assume that you have answered exercise 7 and you connected these sentences together, yeah? Sydney is a large and interesting city. It offers visitors a wide variety of sights to see and things to do. And we need to use which to connect them. So this one is coming from Abdurrahman because he didn't really go for this part.
Sydney is a
No,
large and interesting.
It's not Sai. It's Sydney. Sydney is one of
Sydney
the.
is a large and interesting city which offers visitors a wide variety of shoes and things to do.
Sydney is one of the biggest cities in Australia. One of the main ports in Australia, and it's one of the largest interesting cities. It offers visitors a wide variety of sights to see and things to do. So what did you say?
I put which. Okay. Sydney is a large and interesting city which offers visitors a wide variety of sights to see and things to do.
Okay, you can say that. And you can also say it in a different way. Can someone give me a different way of doing it? So we remove it here and say which. Of course, you have to replace it with which, and you put a comma here. Yes?
Yeah.
Can you put it in a different way? Can you say it in a different way, Muhammad or Yara?
I wrote it the same.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too.
You can also say Sydney, which is a large and interesting city, between commas, offers visitors a wide variety of sights to see and things to do. So let's write this down and see. Sydney, comma, which is a large and interesting city. And then another comma. What does it do, Sydney? We're talking about Sydney here. It offers visitors, whatever. Okay, things, a wide variety of sights to see and things to do. And Abdurrahman, can you repeat this word again?
Sure.
Repeat this.
Interesting.
No. Part of the pronunciation of the language is the stress. For example, this word. What is it?
Dictionary.
Not exactly. In British English, we use the stress at the first syllable of the word. You know what is a syllable? Muhammad and Yara and Abdurrahman. This question is for everyone. What is a syllable?
Syllable.
A syllable is actually a part of the word. For example, a word like beautiful. You can just do it like this. Beau, and you clap with your hands. Beautiful.
Full.
Yes, so how many syllables do we have?
3.
3 syllables, right? And the same for dictionary. 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 But actually, you have to make sure where to stress. Where to stress means where to put more focus, more effort, more energy in the word. So in this word, we put more energy or more effort or more stress on the first syllable, which is dick. So you can say dictionary. You don't say dictionary. No, we say dictionary. The same here. This word is, we have this stress on this first syllable. How do you divide it into syllables here? How many syllables do we have here, Abdurrahman? Can you try with this one?
Enter. I don't know.
It's interesting. Okay, let me write it for you here. Okay, so the dots here are like the syllables. Interesting. Interesting. No. Interesting. Interesting. So we're stressing on the first syllable, which is in. Interesting. Okay?
Okay.
So basically, it's very important to know where to stress the word. And how to know that? There is no rule for it. You have to, every word that you're not sure of, or everything that is new to you, you have to see it in the dictionary. Let me show you how to do that. Just give me a moment, please. Okay, here. You see this part? It's actually showing you how to pronounce the word in American and British. So interesting. So here we have this small, you see there is a small, like an apostrophe here. Do you see this?
Yeah.
This is called the stress symbol or stress sign. So we're stressing the first syllable here. And actually I made a mistake. It should be actually inter without the E here. So there is no E. Inter. And sting is actually one word. Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
And you see here, we're stressing the first syllable. So we don't say interesting, we say interesting. Interesting. Both American and British would be stressing the first syllable. In some words, like for example, dictionary can be dictionary in American, and we change the stress. But in this one, it's the same stress. All right. Anyways, we're stopping by this, and we'll continue, of course, next session. I'll add you to the WhatsApp group. Check with your parents, see if we can meet. Maybe you can meet Friday night or Monday, maybe like Monday afternoon. We'll see about that. So I'll tell you when I'll be available, and we can see which one would be suitable for you. Okay.
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 If you have any question before we wrap up.
Sir, what advice would you give me to improve like my writing?
Oh, okay. For writing, you have to see many samples, many model writings, and you have to follow them to the word. Like you have to read them very carefully. You have to see the same structure. You have to copy it, just changing a few words. Okay, this is the beginning, and then you start the same like kind of writing, the same type of writing. For example, we started writing about describing places. So you keep on writing about describing places and buildings, following the same structure you have in your book. The more you practice, the better you'll be getting. And you try with more advanced. So you can read articles from the internet, and you have to follow their style. Read for famous writers. The more you read, the more you'll improve and enhance your style.
Okay.
Right? So I have to see this, that you are doing that. I really liked your writings today, but of course you can always get better. So the more you read, the more you write, the more you'll be improving and getting better. Okay?
Okay.
Regarding your writing for this session, your homework for this session, you'll be writing another article about a different place or building. And for Abdurrahman, you'll be writing also about a carnival or an event or a festival that you have attended or that you attend regularly, or something about that. I'll send you some model, and you have to follow it as well.
Okay.
All right. Before we wrap up, guys, if you have any questions, and Abdurrahman, also you need to complete the exercises from this worksheet. Okay, you have a couple of pages to finish.
Okay.
All right, guys. So wish you a lovely evening and a happy Ramadan and happy Eid to all of you and your families.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, guys. Take good care and see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.